Well, obviously, the Bible would be first on the list for my life, transformative. But probably a distant second place would be a book that I encountered back in the mid-90s called The Spirit of the Disciplines by Dallas Willard. My sister-in-law gave it to me for Christmas. And it's one of those books where you don't know what it is, and you just kind of put it on the side, and I let it sit for a few weeks, and then I picked it up one night and I started to read it, and I read it in one sitting. I couldn't go to sleep until I'd read the entire book through. And that book changed a lot of my views on ministry, on life, and following Jesus. And it coincided beautifully with what I was going through in my life and ministry at that time. And so it was just a very powerful, transformative experience for me. Well, I think one mistake that the church has made for a long time, and more specifically in the last 40 years over the span of my ministry, is that Christians and the church has focused too much on the gospel and Christianity being more of a sin management program, to put it in the best terms I can think of. In other words, once I believe in Jesus, my sins are forgiven, and then we drop it and it's it. Or it's my ticket that I punch to go to heaven, and then we drop it and that's it. But there's so much more to Christianity than that. It's daily life, how to live well, how to flourish. Jesus said, I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. That's life in all of its fullness. See, not just going to church, not just in Christian context, but all of life, from eating an apple and worshiping the Lord for the taste, or the colors and the textures of when I'm walking through the day, the people I meet and so on, just living in the moment. And this book brought me home to that, and how to practice spiritual habits that help you learn to live in the moment and go deeper with knowing Jesus personally. Not just knowing Him initially in a born-again experience, but knowing Him intimately, in a deep friendship. And that's what Dallas Willard, the author of this book, brought to me, and that's what changed my life. And so I'm walking with Jesus in a much deeper way now because of that book. And then he got me digging into the scriptures and finding out this is really what Jesus intended. Life in the kingdom, life in the kingdom. It's just a whole different ballgame. And so it took me a long time to figure that out, but it was the spirit of the disciplines that got me going. And then it also exposed me to the other writings of Dallas Willard, which are even more profound. And it's been an amazing journey. And so I think I owe so much to Dallas Willard for changing the way I think about
everything we do matters.
Everything we do matters.